My name's Lily Lee. I'm 18 and originally I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Well, my father works as a Delta employee and he was offered a job here in Seattle, in which of course he took it, and then my mom was like, well, let's just go see what the Northwest was like, of course. The houses are small, the price of living is high, it's cold, it rains a lot, and it just wasn't Georgia.
Well, my name is John Taylor Smith. I'm 17 years old. The name John is my father's name, and the name Taylor comes from my mom's grandfather, who was also in the military but passed away. My life growing up was okay. It had its moments. When I was 8 to about 2 years ago, my sister, she used to beat me up a lot. And I was weak at the time, I was young, I was afraid of her because she's older and bigger than me. Kind of went down the wrong path, you could say. I started getting in with the wrong crowd. I ended up stealing, shoplifting. I've been arrested, ran away, breaking and entering, stolen property, took guns, drugs, alcohol. So I got expelled because someone at my old school, Auburn Riverside, decided to write on the wall that I was going to go shoot up the school. And people posted it on Facebook, parents were calling in concerned, so they had to take action. I just got back from a doctor's appointment. I walk in the fourth period. About 5 minutes later, I have the police come in and they arrest me in front of everybody. And I get expelled. And the last 3 months I haven't been at school because of it. And my mom told me about the Washington Youth Program, and I looked into it a little bit. I looked at the websites, the videos, and stuff like that. And I thought it'd be a good idea to not only get my 8 credits, but to get my life back on track.
It wasn't a bad life. Like, I have a typical American family, mom and dad, siblings, revolving around baseball, school, stuff like that. This Halloween, 2 people that were really, really special to me died, and I just kind of went on like this huge downward spiral. And I was skipping school like 90% of my classes every day, sneaking out, doing all that stuff, getting high all the time. I knew that it was time to come here because I didn't want to end up like my biological mother. So I knew I needed to make a change in my life, and what better than a really strict military school. I started smoking weed a lot, popping pills, drinking, sneaking out almost every night. From the time I knew my parents were asleep, I would sneak out of the house, have a friend, pick me up. We'd go drifting, street racing, bonfires, basically everything that we're not supposed to do. Before I came here, I was failing all but 2 classes, and that was only because those were easy classes.
I feel like my purpose in life is to take care of my mom. And if I can't take care of myself, how am I going to take care of her? How am I going to go to college and prosper if I have no self-discipline, which I didn't. I mean, I got my homework done and I would turn things in, but I would procrastinate a lot.
But she said, Mommy, if I do this, then I'll know how to take care of you. You've taken care of me, so this will help launch me. But she insisted that she felt that this was a good thing for her. Simply as we began to delve into it, she thought in terms of personal discipline, it would help her be more well-rounded.
26! All class workshop president or deaf for cadet! All right, rest.
It was the first time we had KP, and I was singing while I was mopping because I felt like Cinderella, so I was starting to sing Nightingale. We had where we had to tell our name, how old we are, and one thing that we're good at. And I was like, oh, I'm good at singing. Then it was acclamation graduation. And right as we were about to go inside to sit down for the graduation, she came up to me and she's like, it's on the spot, but can you sing the national anthem? And I was like, okay. And the home of the brave.
Lots of discipline, I want it to be tough and hard. I just want a good education, really, because all I need is 8 credits pass high school and I graduate. Yeah, I enjoy it when they push me to my breaking point. I enjoy it when they push me to muscle failure during PT. I mean, I enjoy not being home. I enjoy being away and living in the Bay. I mean, I love living in the Bay. It's awesome. I like that, you know, it's a set schedule. I like that we're doing something every minute. I like that it's 16 hours a day, not 5 or 10 like normal days, or 6, 7 hours during school, you know, and then go home and sleep. I like that I'm active and I'm willing and ready to do what I need to pass and graduate this academy. One of my mom's coworkers, her son went here, and she said that you're gonna want to quit and come home. And so far, I don't want to quit and I don't want to come home. I'm loving it.
I actually knew 2 cadets from 14-1. I actually found out from a friend's Instagram that they were there. One of the cadets did explain to me about it, but it didn't seem very nice. He hated it here. Well, you can't get it in regular high school because the teachers have so many different students and you don't really build that bond with them. Here you do, and you don't have cadre at a normal high school. You don't have people that are pushing you. And like here at the Washington Youth Academy, the cadre, like, they really care about you and they push you. We've built like really strong relationships here. In a normal high school, you don't do that. It's just, you're there to get your credits and then leave.
You've all earned your home pass, which is an awesome thing. It's an awesome accomplishment for each and every one of you. Think back to day 0. Think back to orientation, how you were for that day in the life in the Bay there. Think about day 0, January 17th. Marks 42 days tomorrow that you've been here at the Academy.
The first home pass, it can be a double-edged sword because sometimes it's good and sometimes it's bad. But I think overall, it's a good thing for the cadets to get a break from us because they need it. 7 weeks of going hard. And it's a good break for them. It's a short break. They start getting excited, apprehensive about going home. Some of them can't wait to go home. Some of them don't want to go home. They know what's there: the drugs, the alcohol, their bad influences, bad relationships. It helps us teach some life coping skills during that time frame because some of them really do struggle wanting to go back home.
This is my mom, Tamara, and this is my actual mother, Kim Smith. But together they're my parents and they're my mom's, and I love them.
I'm just so happy to actually be touching him and hugging him. I missed him a lot.
So remember, after this, it's another about 8 weeks.
I know. Yeah, we don't get to see him again until April.